AJ, El Presidente, Eddie Kane University. Hill gon' heal, regardless. You, Buchanan, Bethel High School, by way of 3-Man Weave, LLC.
Michelle, producer, based overseas.
You can catch this wave from the Marlins to the Mariners. Doing things you can't believe. It's the 3-Man Weave.
Know who it is. It's your boy Hill. He'll go here regardless, baby. You see Cannon, you see AJ. We here. We back at it. We got the NFC South. Y'all know y'all can catch us on all major podcast platforms. 3-Man Weave, Instagram, Twitter, 3-Man Weave _ Twitch, TikTok, 3-Man Weave _ You can email us at podcast.3.man.weave@gmail.com. I'm talking fast because I'm excited. NFC, baby. NFC South. Let's get it. Let's get them in here, baby.
Let's get them in here. What's good, fellas?
What's popping? What's popping?
Yo, what's going on, everybody? Everybody, introduce yourself.
Let's go worst to first. Who was last?
Okay. All right. My name is Sean Militello. I am with Off the Dome Sports, and obviously, I'm part of the Saints. Already a tough off season.
Mm-hmm.
Tough training camp. A tough season, man.
Oh, we're gonna talk about it.
All right, I'll go next. Kev, here representing the Falcons, as you know.
Let's get it.
All right, I'll go next. It's Q, Model Noob in the building, and you see it on the cap. You know what time it is.
Okay.
Keep counting. Say the best for last, right?
You know it. This is my name, J Hall, aka as you see the champ, and I'm representing Super Bowl champs.
That's cute.
We're gonna start off. We go from worst to first, and unfortunately, Kev, that's your Falcons. Let's talk let's talk about the offseason. You got rid of Julio. Matt Ryan is still there. I see you shaking your head already. So just go ahead and expound on your offseason and what you think is coming up next.
Hey, man, you already know how I feel about that move, but obviously they must know something I don't. I mean, we do still got Calvin, which I think he's, next up for sure in the league. He's a great talent. Love the draft picking up Pitts, you know what I'm saying? I think he's going to be I wouldn't even say a dual threat. He's going to be a multiple threat. I feel like he's going to be a great, addition for us. And we still got Hayden Hurst. So, that's going to be like a 1-2 punch. Pretty much from what I've been reading, Terrell, AJ, he's been doing well. So I think, he's growing. And so I'm looking forward to seeing what he does this year, matching up with the number one receivers. And then we picked up another cornerback, on the opposite side. I keep messing up his name. What's his? How do you say his name?
You gonna get me butchered?
Hold on, let me see how you say his name. I think it's like I don't know how you say it. Anyway, his last name is Monroe, I believe. That's how it goes. But yeah, they say he's been doing pretty good at practice. We still got Matt Ryan. Yeah, you know how I feel about him. Matty Ice, he can be on or he can be off. So we're gonna see how he is. What I did see is, we did pick up Cordell Patterson, and what kind of threw me off a little bit, they got him listed as RB2 right now. So I mean, we're gonna see how that how that works. Hopefully, Todd can stay healthy this year and do something for us. But yeah, I'm excited, man. I'm looking forward to this year. Of course, got the new coach. So Arthur Smith being in there, I'm looking forward to what he did with the Titans. Hopefully he can bring, that model, or that energy over to us, and then, we can produce. So it should be an interesting play, an interesting season. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Eric, I seen you.
Yeah.
Hey, we can't cap. I can't make him cap, bro. If he frustrated or if he's been hurt by his team, He gotta let them feelings express themselves.
Yeah, because they saying you don't like your whole damn team, Kev, is what they saying in the comments, bro.
He can't fake it. I understand. So we're gonna move on to the next.
I mean, when you have a season or you lose in the Super Bowl, how you do, and then you don't bounce back from that.
Yeah.
And then you let go of your number one receiver. I'm not understanding the gist of where we're going, but obviously that's why I'm not a GM. That's why I'm not in a position they are.
Maybe you should be, because I understand completely what you just did right there. So maybe you should be. I'm
not even gonna get my hopes up. So if they say I don't like the whole team, I'd rather not like them, and then they prove me wrong, and then I'll love them.
You cannot trick the universe. I've tried, man.
You tried. So we're gonna move on. We're gonna move on to the Panthers. Q. Let's talk about. Well, when we talked about the AFC West, we heard a lot of praise about Teddy P from a Broncos fan. There's a reason why Teddy B is not there. Y'all got Sam Darnold now. What are you thinking?
I mean, honestly, I really love our offseason way more. I'm going in with a lot more optimism than I did last year. I think I had to kind of fight me to get on this chat last year. I was trying to hide, really, but honestly, the Darnold move is really the one that I'm most interested in. It's really going to be the one that's going to tilt our season one way or another. And I'll be honest, even as much as a fan I am, I'm a realist. I don't know where it's going to go. You know what I'm saying? Of course, we've seen flashes of potential, but we've also seen, you know what I'm saying, the bottom of that well as well. So, the caveat is that he was playing for the Jets, and, enough said there. So it could just be location. So I'm going to be real interested to see how he plays. We're going to have C-Mac coming back fully healthy. I think we honestly, outside of the Bucs, probably got the most explosive offense in the division. So he's going to have help and weapons at every level. So it's going to be interesting to see what he does. But I can't go out here and cap like I know he's going to turn it around and it's going to be a renaissance a la, what's the boy name on the Titans from when he went to the Dolphins. It could be that case, or he could just really be a bust. We're going to find out because this is his opportunity, and it's going to let us know where the team stands in the division. Outside of that, I mean, go ahead, Hill.
No, you're good. You're good.
Outside of that, as far as the draft, I love our first pick, J.C. Horn. I think we got he's got a potential to be an elite corner in this league, and we're gonna have a top tier tandem with him and Dante Jackson. I love the fact that Julio's gone. Mike Thomas might be out the way, so we just got to worry about getting burnt when Brady get on that field. And I think we're gonna be able to lock everybody else up. We got C-Mac coming back, and I love. And picks like Terrence Marshall and even somebody far down like Chuba Hubbard or Shaw Smith are really been balling out in camp. So, what I'm saying, it's looking good. Free agency, we were able to get some things last minute. Hassan Reddick, Denzel Perriman. So, I mean, we was making moves. The new GM actually getting his paycheck worth. So, it's time to see what's going to really happen this year too for him. And what I'm saying, so he got a long contract, but he's putting the coach and the GM putting their fingerprints on this team. So, I'm looking forward to it.
I understand. Now, normally we would go to the next person in the division, but we're going to save the Super Bowl chance for last, respectively, because they won the Super Bowl. So we're going to go to our guy, Sean, the Saints representative. Y'all had a lot of changes off season. Now, people that aren't familiar with Off the Dome Sports is, like I said, Saints, New Orleans-oriented show. I've heard you speak on your team, but now express yourself.
Yeah, man. I guess we're just NFC champs. Kind of disappointing on that one. But, I don't think any other team in the NFL has had a rougher offseason or camp than the New Orleans Saints, man. You go into offseason, Drew Brees retired. Say what you want, washed up or not. He's the leader of that team, the glue of that team. And it's part of the reason why Michael Thomas is kind of acting out right now, because we don't really have a leader right now. And damn well, if Drew was still here, he would go talk to Michael Thomas right now and just tell him, hey, just chill out, just do what they want you to do, blah, 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 just try to keep him in check, because him and Michael Thomas got a real, close connection. So you don't have that there. So you got two quarterbacks battling out, Taysom Hill and Jameis Winston. Obviously, Jameis Winston is the most talented. He's extremely talented. I got his jersey wrong right now. I bought it. I sure did. But the thing is, he's extremely inconsistent. You know, I know I don't want to jump sports, but he kind of reminds me of Lonzo Ball. Extremely talented, highly inconsistent. There's a reason why he was drafted first overall, but you know, he just got to stay consistent. And I think that's the problem in camp right now. You know, he'll have his days, and in the very next practice, you know, he throws up a dud of a practice. And Taysom's right there. He's been right there with him. He hasn't looked better, I can tell you that. But I considering the circumstances, you know, with Thomas most likely out, Traquan Smith, he's looking like he's hurt a little bit. He might miss a week or two. Deontay Harris might be suspended for a game or two with the DWI. You know, Taysom, you just need to stay at wide receiver. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what we need, man. We're not going to have any weapons. You're going to have Alvin Kamara lined up on the other side, and you're going to be running the ball with Latavius Murray and Devontae Freeman most of the time. That's what you're going to see. You're going to see a three-headed monster at the running back position, and that's what the offense is going to be built around.
All right. Let's move on to the champs. They brought back all 22 starters. I have never seen that in my life. I mean, all 22.
Illuminati.
Need to.
You know, they say all 22. So
you need to bring them back.
Is there anything to really say, champ?
I mean, okay. We'll start off like this. I won't be too biased. Tom Brady is a year older. I don't think anyone knew, you know, that he was playing, which is, I mean, if it's true, I mean, we know that, you know, some things may be capped, but I don't know if it's true or not. But I don't think nobody knew he was playing that whole season with a torn MCL, or was it an ACL? MCL, right?
MCL.
Right. And then he just had surgery on that, you know, in the off season. They say everything is good, everything looks great, but you know, I think we'll have to wait until later on in the season. That and Antonio Brown having his knee surgery as well. But again, you hear a lot of stuff out of camp hearing like he looking like the Pittsburgh Antonio now. So with that being said, you know, if those things are in line, I think that it's about to be absolute chaos for everybody that we play next year. I'm just gonna be real with you. Like, we had another year. We look at it. We won the Super Bowl last year when basically we had a lot of moving parts. We had a lot of new people we had a new system, a lot of new people in the system. COVID was there. We didn't even get a chance to have a training camp, any of that. So, you know, first 6 games to the season, everybody was looking like, yo, you know, y'all got this team, but y'all not as good as, you know, what everybody's talking like y'all are. So now, I mean, you know, further on down the line, then we had a lot of injuries too. We had people that were out for the year. Our defensive tackle Vita Vea, he was out basically until we played the Packers. That was his first game back. We played Packers in the playoffs. OJ Howard was out for the whole season, who was coming back, and I'm expecting big things out of him. And just you know, various injuries here and there throughout the year. But yeah, with that being said, man, like you said, we brought everybody back. It's another year into the system. Everybody has a chance to really learn a little bit more. I just think it's going to be crazy.
Okay, you already alluded to it, so we're going to go on our next question. We're going to start off the same order that we just went in. Name a player that you're hoping to take that next leap. So, Kev, that's for you.
I hear you breaking up. Say it again.
I'm sorry, I said name a player that you're ready for to make that next leap. Name a breakout player for your squad.
I think AJ Terrell is going to be a breakout player this year. Like I said, his first year, you know, he was learning. He was, you know, showing what he can do. You know, and I think with you know, veteran experience, or you know, with that experience under his belt, and then you know, with the coach coming in, and the help around him, I think he's going to be a breakout player this year.
He did start to figure out the NFL later on towards the season. I mean, at first it was looking a little, but then he started to learn that thing. I'm like, okay, I understand why they took him in the first round. So I like that. I like that pick. Q, who you got as your break? And don't say run CMC.
Come on, bro.
He was not going to say that, bro. Come on, man.
Can I mess with him?
Have faith in me, bro. Come on now.
I got all the faith in the world in you.
as far as my breakout player, I mean, he splashed out last year. He kind of broke out last year, but I think this year he's actually going to become a household name, and that's my boy Jeremy Chin.
Ooh.
They actually had him playing like a sub package last year because of the roster, but his true position safety is going back to that this year. So not only did he excel last year, he was number 2 in defensive rookie of the year behind that monster in DC in Washington. So that kind of put him on the map, and he came out of nowhere, and so now he's back at his full position, going to be able to move sideline to sideline, almost like a little Derwin James light, and he can be put in different positions and play all over the field. So, yeah, that defense is growing up. He was real young last year, went through some growing pains, but he stuck out and showed some things, and I think he's going to be a household name this year.
Okay, I like that. And I had faith in you, too. But that's not who I'm going to say who I thought he was going to say. Hopefully we get there later. Sean, your breakout player.
So, I can only give you one, right? Just one.
You give I mean, don't give us 5. Just
well, I just got 2. One for offense, one for defense, right?
Okay.
So for offense, Marquez Callaway, man. You're looking at a guy who's your new number 1 wide receiver now. So he's going to get a lot of target, and he's not that much different from Michael Thomas as far as play style. Now, obviously, he's not near as good as Michael Thomas, but he's going to take over that number 1 wide receiver role, and he's going to catch a lot of passes. You know, his route tree is very similar to Michael Thomas. He honestly reminds me of Marcus Poston a lot. You know, a big possession wide receiver who can just jump up and get it, and he can also, you know, in the short, immediate passing game, could beat you there as well. So I think he's going to be our breakout player on offense. Defense, man, a lot of Saints fans probably wouldn't, you know, well, they would want this to happen, but they would kind of say, I'm dumb, right? That would be Marcus Davenport. You know, I think this is his time to shine. He just got to stay healthy, man. He just can't stay healthy. That's why he's been kind of a bust, you know? So if he just stays healthy, man, you're looking at a guy who's just going to have the same production as Trey Hendrickson did last year. If he stays healthy, he can have the same production, if not better, than Trey Hendrickson last year.
Okay. When is Michael Thomas coming back?
I mean, you know, they say at the earliest 5 weeks, 6 weeks. I know we got a bye week somewhere right there.
Mm-hmm.
So you're looking at week 7, week 8, but man, I don't know, man. I couldn't give you that timetable because
this has been going on since last year at this point.
Yeah. Not to just say because all the drama and drama going around. It's just like last year, like you just said, Cannon, like, you know, he was hurt off and on, and he just couldn't get healthy last year. So I mean, you just never know. It's an ankle injury. So I mean, he's a wide receiver, you know, and I don't know. I say week 10, week 11.
Damn.
That's deep.
No wonder you picked the player that you picked.
Yeah.
Mr. Hall, breakout player. I know y'all brought all 22.
Right. Nobody did a breakout.
So who can really break out, right?
I got my eyes on a couple of players, but I guess the person I'm gonna pick who stands out to me over everyone else is Sean Murphy Button. I don't know if y'all know him, but I mean, you know, he had a couple of pickoffs in the playoffs. I think he really stepped up, and you know, that's something that actually me and Hill you have talked about. It's even last year, and as far as even going to this year, I think our secondary has always been the weakest part of our defense. I think our front 7 is nasty, but our back 4, you know, they leave a little bit to be desired for. But I definitely expect him to step up. I think out of that core group of young cornerbacks that we have, he has really shown that he's, you know, head and shoulders above the rest.
Okay. I like that. I think I agree with most of. I was not familiar with the guy that you named, Sean. I'm gonna just be honest. Well, the offensive guy that you named. What about Marcus Williams?
Marcus Williams, he's already broken out, man. He
hasn't made a Pro Bowl. He hasn't get the recognition. And you name a top 5 safety group, he probably won't be named.
Ryan wouldn't he be one of the best O linemen in the league, and I don't think he's made a Pro Bowl. You know,
That's a good point.
But we do know how linemen are more political than like who's really watching. Like, come on, we know that there's more politics with linemen.
Well, Marcus Williams, he's broken out already. I mean, if you want to but you said a guy who's pretty much already played, right?
No,
I wasn't mad at your answer. That's just the guy that I would have picked because I still feel he's vastly underrated. And I'm going to go over to Q. I thought you were going to say DJ Moore. I'm hearing a whole lot of this Calvin Ridley ready to break off, and they acting like DJ Moore.
DJ Moore is here though. Like
DJ Moore had damn near 2,000 yard seasons back to back.
Yeah, if you don't think he's here, you sleep.
He's gonna get re-signed. I mean, unfortunately, we probably not gonna re-sign Robbie because because DJ's home bred, even though I want to keep him, and we got Terrence Marshall off the heap, stole him in the second round. So we probably not gonna end up keeping Robbie, but that's because we can trust DJ Moore.
Okay, now breakout may be the wrong term, but underrated is definitely the right term because we don't hear anything about DJ Moore.
There's so many good wide receivers in the league. He's not a top 5 wide receiver, but he balls enough that you got to respect him. So it's gonna be hard to get his recognition out there because you know what I'm saying. There's so many good wide receivers in the league.
This is my problem because we hearing about Calvin Ridley. We hearing a lot about Calvin Ridley.
Yeah, that's why.
And he was a big name already coming in, so he already had the fame coming in.
Yeah.
I bet
who got drafted before him? That's what I'm saying. Who got drafted first? I know that's what I'm saying, but we're only hearing about one person.
Yeah.
Now, since I said that, tell me how wrong I am, Kev, about my Calvin Ridley restraint. I'm gonna call it.
Well, I mean, Calvin already proved like what he can do. You know what I'm saying? I think he's going to be able to step up to that number 1 wide receiver position. Man, I mean, he's already showed the league that he should be up there with, the rest of the top wide receivers. So I think if we utilize him correctly, you know what I'm saying? With Julio teaching him the ropes, when he was there, I think now it's just you just unleashing him now. You know what I'm saying? I think he was still kind of Julio's shadow when Julio was there, but now with him as the wide receiver 1, it's pretty much just unleashed, and you just gotta give him the ball.
All right, I know I'm out of here, so we're gonna be my final question. I need y'all.
Hold on, real quick.
I'm sorry,
Candy. You do. I did have a sleeper from their division.
I'm sorry, Candy. Yeah,
and I was surprised that Sean didn't say it because it's Pete Werner, man. Linebacker. One, my team needed linebackers here, so I really scouted linebackers. Listen, Pete Werner from Ohio State, man, is a tackling machine. Now, I don't know what's his role going to be with the Saints, but if he gets on the field, I don't even care if it's for special teams. This guy's going to make an impact. And if he makes an impact on special teams, he's going to get a sub package somewhere on defense, and he's going to be a problem. Was second on the team at Ohio State in tackles in 2019, had 131 total tackles last year, 13.5 tackles for a loss. He's a freaking problem. Like the division, listen, you heard it here first. Pete Werner from Cannon, Ohio State.
Cannon, before you go, Sean hated this draft. I'm gonna just.
I mean, he's here now.
Sean, you hated your draft, so I don't know. Go ahead.
Well, we're gonna have to count on our draft this year with all the missing pieces we're gonna have starting the season. But let me tell you this: Pete Werner might not get on the field as often because there's an undrafted guy we got, and he's from the Big Ten as well. Out of Michigan State, Andrew Dial. He's been making some big noise in training camp for the Saints. Zach Bond he's having a good camp as well. But Andrew Dial is a guy, Nick Underhill. He's an insider for the Saints. Been raving about this guy. And he's a guy at Michigan State, had 261 total tackles his 4 years there, 16 tackles for loss, 6 sacks, and an interception. So, I mean, he's a guy that's making big noise, and he might get on the field before Pete Werner does. Just saying. And you got Quan Alexander back. I don't know how healthy he is or how much he's going to get on the field. But, I mean, it's a crowded linebacker.
Well, that's a good problem to have.
Yeah, it's a very good problem.
Yeah.
So Jeff, I mean, why wasn't Vita Vea on your list? Now I know he was a first round draft pick. I know he's a problem, but he's not talked. Once again, he's not talked about it with one of them ones in that defensive tackle group. So will he finally get the recognition that he deserves?
Well, remember I said there was a couple of people that I was looking at. And he was one of them, but I think that his name, because of him coming as a first round draft pick, and he did have a good quality rookie year. I think it still held more weight than Murphy Buttons did.
I understand. So like I said, let's go ahead and get these record predictions out the way. So just once again, reminder: 17 games this year.
do your math.
Let's get your math right. Let's go, Kev.
Oh man, I've been thinking about this since they added that extra week. Well, I've been thinking about this since last year. I don't know, man. Every time I like I said, every time I get my hopes up, man, it's some crushed dreams out there. But I'm going to, at least say, I mean, you can't really go 50-50 this year. So I'm going to say that at least I want to say 9-8. So that's hopeful. That's hopeful. All I want is a winning season. You know what I'm saying? I want us to do better than last year, and we can start building from there. So 9-8, I'll be cool with. But I'm gonna set my bar low. We exceed that.
Keep trying to trick the universe, man. I know what you're doing, Kevin. We ain't slick, man.
Get out mind tricks.
Oh yeah, and like I said, if you got to go ahead and do your thing.
Oh no, we good.
All right, back Q.
All right, so
you optimistic, so
yeah,
I want to hear this
record about everything except for the quarterback, which is the most important thing. I have no idea what we're gonna see out of him, but I'm gonna keep the optimistic tone right now, and I'm gonna say he balls out in Carolina with the great offensive minds we got out there. Got him out of the Jet Stadium, which is the doldrums, and we're gonna go 11-6, man. We got a fast young defense. CMC coming back, it's love. Like I said, we stole Terrence Marshall in the second round, and I can see us having now. It's probably the first time we ever had 3 like legit corners to put on the field. J.C. Horn, Dante Jackson, AJ Bowie. I'm liking that setup, so I'm going 11-6.
Okay.
Yeah, I like that.
So somebody in the division is going down, right?
Yeah, I would say so. And by the way, Panthers, man, he's talking about he stole Terrence Marshall Jr., my boy out of LSU. They did. They traded right in front of the Saints, which that's who we were going to choose, by the way. Anyway, Joe Brady got a little petty. Let me just read some teams we got on our schedule, all right?
Okay.
Green Bay Packers, week 1. At Washington. At Seattle. At Tennessee. Dallas Cowboys. Hill, I'm gonna give you credit. They're probably gonna be good this year if Dak stays healthy. Miami Dolphins, and obviously we got Tampa twice a year. I don't know, man.
It's looking real. That might be the toughest schedule.
That's nasty.
But I will say this: Sean Payton has never won less than 7 games.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say 7-10.
Okay.
Those
are consecutive. That's the schedule.
That's how y'all start.
No. I was reading off the reading off the top games. I mean, we also got the Patriots too at New England.
Okay, I'm about to say that's how that thing starts. Oh my god,
we probably start 0-8.
I wish that on my enemy.
It's tough out here.
So, Mr. Hall, perfect season.
Nah, I can't go. That's no way. I'm gonna give him 12-5.
I've been trying to bait him the entire
year. You have been trying to bait me the whole time, but I'm gonna go 12-5. I still think that some of those new pieces that are coming back need to be reacclimated into what we do, because I think that the offense and defense both developed without them being in there, so it had to evolve. And now that you're bringing those pieces back, you have to figure out how to implement them, but without taking away from what the chemistry that we've already developed. So I say we go 12-5, 13-4, somewhere in that range.
Okay. I like that. So everybody, reintroduce yourself and plug whatever you got going on. And we're going and we want to say thank you on behalf of the Three Man Weave for joining us.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, fellas. I want to say you all represented your teams well. They need to hire y'all, man. Like, come on now.
Again, Kev, representing the Falcons. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate y'all having me on here, and best of luck to the rest of the guys for the season. You know, we see you twice a year, so that trash talk will be present, of course, win or lose.
Falcons.
Like
that's what I call them.
All right. So it's Quentin once again. Q, Model Noob on all platforms. Come holler at me. PS5 is gonna be on the way soon, so I'm putting that Madden, that plug in there, because y'all know what time it is on this Madden. I don't play no games. You know what I'm saying? It's all fun and games right here, but when that gets popping, it gets serious. So you know what time it is.
we got the league, so we ready for you, Q. I'm the reigning champ, so it is what it is. You feel me?
Okay.
And Hill got a chip under his belt too, so we really holding it down.
Man. We holding it down.
That's the new sheriff in town. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
Yeah, my name is Sean, repping the Saints. Y'all can check me out at Off the Dome Sports, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube. I want to appreciate the Three Man Weave for having me on. Hill, Williams, and Cannon.
Yes, sir.
And I appreciate the other three guys, even though, I mean, y'all my division foes. I mean, I don't want to give up too much credit. You know what I'm saying?
My name's J-Hole. You can find me on all platforms at Fitfinatix. That's FITFINATIX. Best trainer in the DMV area. Check me out.
Yes, sir.
And I appreciate y'all boys for having me on.
No problem.
No doubt, man. We appreciate
shout out
you
Three
for
Man
coming.
Weave, man. No doubt.
Thank you.